Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Season 2, Episode 9 of our Manchester United career mode here on FIFA 21. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you look forward to the upcoming episode, smash the like button down below. Now, if you watched the last episode, you would have seen that we ended the January transfer window and we made two huge signings, one of them on deadline day. We brought in Raphael Varane as a new world-class centre-back, and we brought in the young prospect Alphonso Davies. So with these two signings now, our squad's looking so much stronger, and I feel a lot happier in terms of our defence. Now, having made those new signings, I asked for your comments in the comment section down below in terms of what numbers you think I should give them. Raphael Varane automatically was given the number 2, and you can see from this comment on the screen now that I was told to keep this number, and I think that's a good one. I think it suits him. And to give Alphonso Davies that number 3, obviously it was Victor Lindelof's shirt, but now he went on his way to Juventus, which frees up that number for Alphonso Davies. And I think that shirt number suits him very well. Well, not only did we have the transfer window in January, obviously, we did have quite a busy month in terms of gameplay. And in the last episode, we started off with a huge 5-0 win against Arsenal, which was a great way to start the episode. And then we beat Brighton in the FA Cup, so we're now through to the next round. And we ended the month with a draw against Crystal Palace, which I simmed, so it wasn't the best result. But we didn't get any injuries, which was something I was worried about, and at least we didn't drop any points. We're still undefeated in the league, and I'm hoping we could be on our way to an invincible season. Now, I ended last episode showing you this February that we're going to have in this episode, and I covered up the 22nd, which is actually our first game in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Now, I left it covered up, and I wanted your comments down below in terms of who you thought it was. And obviously, you would know by now if you've seen the thumbnail for the video. But there it is. We've got the one and only PSG. That's a big team to have in this round of 16. And obviously, we have such a huge rivalry with them in the Champions League over the past few years. We had them in the group stage last year, and we absolutely dominated them. And obviously, in real life, they had that big night in Paris with the famous Rashford penalty. So this is going to be a huge crunch game with such an early round. I mean, we went ahead and won it last year, but it's not going to be easy this time around, that's for sure. Before that then, we'll have a game in the Premier League up against Burnley, and then another game also in the league up against Everton. So quite a quiet month, which will be nice. We can get through it nice and quickly, and we can be on to March in the next episode. As I said, then we are on the top of Premier League after 25 games played, 20 wins and only 5 draws, and not a single loss. I'm so proud of that. The team's been absolutely flying, and with those defensive changes we made now in January, I feel like we could actually be on our way to doing the invincible. Well, something I had to look at before the end of the last episode was the fact that Bruno Fernandes was up for the January Player of the Month award, but it looks like Harry Kane's gone ahead and won it. And I mean, Spurs are in 3rd place currently in the league, and I definitely had a feeling they would be one of the teams chasing us down this season. Here we are then, at this game against Burnley to start this episode. I mean, you can see there, they're in 9th position, so not having too good or a bad season, I guess. But we're looking comfortable at the top. And I'm hoping if I put out a bit of a rotation team to save some legs for those bigger games coming up, that we can still go ahead and get a big 3 points to start. Now, seeing that Burnley aren't the biggest team in the Premier League, and we definitely want to focus to those games against Everton and PSG, I'm going to jump into the interactive sim for this match. I don't want to just quick sim it. I think it's nice to have a little bit of a different gameplay for you. And we can just watch it go by, and if things aren't going to plan, I can always jump in. You can see we're going with a bit of a rotated lineup there, and most noticeably, Alphonso Davies is getting his debut at left back, and Raphael Varane, this is his 2nd appearance, I think. So I'm hoping they can have some big games in this one. Alphonso Davies bombing down that left wing, and hopefully we keep a clean sheet. That would be great to see. So let's jump into this one then, and hope the boys can get all 3 points and put us in great form for the rest of the month. Well, this is the Burnley team then. They got Nick Pope in goals, Mata, Chimalora, Henrique, Taylor, Bellarabi, Westwood, Stevens, Gonzalez, Rodriguez and Carlos Fedza. I mean, that's a decent team. I definitely don't recognise some of those players. That's why I butchered the names. But I mean, you look at the team we got there on the left-hand side. With new signings in the team, I think we're going to be really strong. A big handful for Burnley, and I'm hoping we can get all 3 points. Sancho now on the right-hand side, looking to get into the box. Goes back to Brandon Williams. Martial's there. Can he get a shot off? A big save from Nick Pope, and we got a corner now, an early chance. Whipped in there from Bruno. Oh, that was savage. Just over the bar. A nice early chance there. Savage on the ball here again now, just looking for this early goal to settle the nerves a bit, I think. Alphonso Davies bobbing down that left wing, giving it back there, just passing it back and forward. Great to see him getting a bit of a foot on the ball. Martial's on the ball now. Bruno, Scott McTominay, and a big save again. Another corner here now. We've been all over them in the last 10 minutes. Sancho on it, back to Bruno. Grealish is in there. A big block from the defence. I tell you what, everyone's joining the attack. Hoping we can just get the goal though for all this pressure. Martial just out. Not long left in this half then. Martial out there to Grealish. Just haven't had any decent shots so far. I mean, we've had one, but I think the keeper saved it. And every single time that's happened right there, a big tackle. And that's how we're ending the half. Well, I mean, complete domination in terms of possession. And they haven't created anything. We just need to start getting some more real shots off on the goal. And hopefully get a goal from one of these corners as well. Because we've got some tall players in there. I mean, I wasn't planning on jumping in because I thought they'd have this game dealt with easily. But there's another 45 minutes to go, and if it is still looking shaky, I'll make a few changes and potentially even jump in and try and rescue this result. Bruno on the ball here now. Come on, let's get some early pressure on them. We've had so much of the ball. We need to create more, though. Ball in there with McTominay. It's a terrible pass over top. Don't know what he was looking for. Burnley on the ball here now. A good tackle there from Varane, and he's led us on the charge here. Ball in to Martial. Oh, a big tackle, but Bruno still got it just wide. That all came from the Varane tackle, which is very good to see. The strikers aren't quite clinical in this one, though. Burnley coming at us now, and there's a ball in behind. Williams out of position. If they score from this, I'm going to have to jump in. This has not been that great. Luckily, we get the ball away, and that's a great pass from Alphonso Davies to Sancho. Come on, the link-up play. Can we get the goal? Good save from the keeper. I'm going to have to jump in. Well, I'm straight into this game then, and straight on the action. Bruno on the ball here. Gives it back there in McTominay. Savage is there. Just come on, need someone to make a bit more of a run. They're just kind of standing still. Grealish on the ball now. Good touch from him. Can he have a shot? And the goal! That's more like it. Have a shot, boys. You've got that in your locker. We've had so much of the ball and we finally get a shot off. And look what happens. Straight away the goal. And we're leading this game now close to the end. Too many players standing still, but that's a good pass from Sancho. And Grealish does well to hold off the defence. Not a lot to aim at, but that's a great strike from our number 8. He's been coming up clutch in a lot of these last episodes, and he's really starting to show some great performances. I'm hoping from this position now we can hold on to this lead, and it'll be a big 3 points after a shaky start. Well, I've made all 3 subs, and I've jumped back to the sim, because I'm hoping they can see it out now, but you can see I brought on Van der Beek, Fred, and Greenwood, just for some more fresh legs, and already it looks like we almost had a chance there. Martial on the ball again, into Fred, back there to Grealish for his double! Oh, what a turn that was. That man's on fire. 2 goals for him in this one. He saved us. What a performance from Jack Grealish. And I think that's the game wrapped up now. Good tackle there from Alphonso Davies. Grealish on the ball. Back in there to Bruno. Can we get another goal to end? Bruno Fernandes. Back to Martial. Why are they not shooting? Reluctant to shoot. And that's been the problem of the game. 90 minutes gone. A 2-0 victory. But that was a nervy performance for some reason. Well, it's a similar story to that first half then with just a few more shots and we actually took the chances. Again, Burnley only getting 33% possession, no shots and no chances. Was a very comfortable win though, even though we didn't do that well with the ball. And I can't wait now to jump into these games against Everton and PSG because now we got a big 3 points and I'm hoping he'll kick the team forward. Well, here we are then, up against Everton for this second game of the episode. You can see they're currently in 7th position. And Jack Grealish is asking to play, and I tell you what, after that performance, he's definitely going to be getting a run out. Now, you can see it's only a couple of days away from that PSG match, and that's one of the biggest problems we're going to have to manage. With the FA Cup and Champions League progressing, we're going to have to manage the squad well, because there's going to be a lot of games back to back. With that being said, then you can see we are going with a very rotated team. Players like Grealish, like I said, he's going to get the start. We got Greenwood, Upamecano's back into the team, and Van der Beek and Fred, and now that centre-mid partnership. Still got some decent players in there though, of course. And the bench is a little bit weaker though, because I want to save some of the big game players ready for that huge match against PSG. Well, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm ready, I'm raring to go. And let's hope we can make it a big 6 points in the Premier League. There they are, focusing on Anthony Martial, the current top goal scorer in the Premier League. He's been on fire so far, and I'm hoping he can get a couple more goals in this game. Wrap it up nice and earlier. We can bring some fresh legs on to save some of the bigger players for that big PSG match. Well, as I'm recording this, it was only a few days ago where this actually was the fixture that happened in real life. Manchester United up against Everton, and an unbelievable 3-3 game. We really should have won it though. Last kick of the match, Everton get the free kick and somehow the ball finds itself to Calvert-Lewin, and it's in the back of the net, which was so devastating. And actually, as I'm recording this then, in about an hour's time, it'll be Manchester United against West Ham in the FA Cup. Now, obviously, a bit of a smaller game. Hoping to see some players like Van der Beek, Tuanzebe, and hopefully Diallo will be getting his first start. This is the Everton team for this game then. You can see they go and start with Jordan Pickford in goals. They got Kenny, Joris Gnagnon with Elizondo and Digne. Decore, Gabamin and Brozovic in the midfield with James Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin and Ronnie Lopez. That's a very good team. A strong midfield, and that front three are going to cause us a lot of problems. We got a good team ourselves though, but obviously a few changed players. I'm hoping the team will still be sharp and still be able to get us across the line. Almost underway in this one then. Come on the boys, let's get back out there. Want another big 3 points to keep ourselves comfortably at the top of the Premier League. Well, you can see they're talking about Cavani considering retirement, and he is on the bench for this game. Obviously with Haaland and Martial, such good strikers, he has had limited chances. So if he does retire, it'll be such a shame, but I'm hoping I give him a little bit more of a run out before that happens. Rashford. It's a goal! My God, I couldn't even commentate any of that because I was too busy talking about Cavani. But what a goal that was. We just held onto the ball nicely. Everton let us in. And that was a good pass from Martial and a great finish from Rashford. Martial holding onto the ball so well as he does. And a good link-up play with Rashford. Great finish into the top left corner. Pickford hasn't got a single chance with that one. And what a way to start this game. I still can't believe it. I was busy talking about Cavani. And the boys just went out and then did what they had to do. A great 1-0 lead now. Let's hope we can get some few more in this one. Grealish on the ball. You're now out there to Wan-Bissaka. He's been getting forward a lot in the last few episodes and it's been paying off. Good ball, but it gets blocked and we got ourselves a corner now. 18 minutes gone. Gonna have Grealish whipping these ones in. I tell you what, the captain's there. Maguire. Good block there. An interception before it can get a chance to get to him. We got a foot race here now. Ronnie Lopez up against Alphonso Davies. He didn't fancy it. I don't blame him. Rashford. Returning the favour to Martial. Can he get his goal for this one? Good cover defence. He still got it though. Back to Rashford and a good block. Those two are looking on fire. They have such a good link-up play and it's starting to pay off. Maguire, what is that? God, this game's been so end-to-end at the moment. I can't even breathe. Come on, Maguire, get another tackle. Make it 4 from 4 attempts. He's there almost, getting a foot in. Just hassled the player out of it. Upamecano, the ball's in behind, stretched. Maguire's covering though. Lets him turn in, ball in the middle. Good block there from Fred. We needed him to get in the way of that one because that was destined for the back of the net. Ronnie Lopez on the ball, you're now just going back to Digne. Still on it here though. A good tackle from Wan-Bissaka, but he gives the foul. I thought he got it well, to be fair. Foul here then. A good opportunity for them. This is, I think, where they scored the goal the other night, actually. That's a great ball as well. Jeez, we dealt with it a little bit better this time round. But I tell you what, I was having flashbacks from that game in real life. If they scored that one then, I would have called scripting. Ball over top here again with Ronnie Lopez now. They've been breaking down this hand side of the pitch very often. Luckily, Wan-Bissaka's done alright so far, and hopefully he can keep it up for the rest of this half, because we're almost at the end of it. Ball in the middle here now. Doucouré. Fred's there covering. Can't get on the ball. Alphonso Davies. Good tackle from him, but he can't win it. Come on, make a good tackle now. That's more like it. Our players are afraid to put a foot in. I do not know why. Almost at the end of this half now. 1 minute to go. Let's just keep them out. Good tackle there from Fred, and we could be on the break. Can we make it 2-0 to end this half? Greenwood's on his way over the top. He's put a bit much on that Greenwood, but he should still get that in. Good touch. Looking for a player in the middle. Grealish, front post. Good interception there. Few extra minutes played here now, and that's the end of the first half. God, I've been struggling to get my words out. It's been end to end. I tell you what, it's been a fascinating game to watch. Luckily, we're the team going in with that 1-0 lead, thanks to that man there. And I'm hoping we can put a better performance in that second half and make it a lot more comfortable. Now, as I mentioned, in only a couple of days' time, we have got that match against PSG. And you can see the team's looking quite fresh for now, so I'm going to keep it as it is. But like I said, we got some backup players on the bench. And I will definitely bring on a few of them if this game looks wrapped up. Because I want to rest some of the bigger players like Maguire, Rashford, Van de Beek, Wan-Bissaka, even a few of those other players up there. Ball over top, you know, Alphonso Davies up against James Rodriguez. Surely can outdo him for pace, but he gets beaten too easily there. Maguire, step across. Good cover tackle. He helped him out there. Coming at us again here now. They're definitely ramping up the pressure. I wanted that early second goal for us, but it looks like we're going to have to do a lot of defending in this half. With McCann up against Calvert-Lewin. Gabamin's there. Good tackle again, Maguire. I tell you what, we might be winning this game, but that man's been man of the match so far. He's made so many vital tackles, and it's because of him that we're winning. And it's because of him we could be about to get the second of the game. Good block there. Still got it here with Fred, though. Van de Beek into Fred. Grealish was there. Back there to Martial. That's all because of Harry Maguire. What a goal. Oh my God, great link-up play. But can I just shout out Harry Maguire? That is because of the captain. We were looking so shaky at the back, and he stepped in and saved Alphonso Davies and Upamecano and leads us up the pitch to get the second of the game. Good pass from Fred, and Grealish just holds on to it. A good little reverse pass and a tucked finish from Martial. God, Everton started to attack quite a lot there, to be fair, and we had to be sharp. We had to wait our time and we took our chance, and now we got a 2-0 lead. Time to make the subs, I think. Well, I'm going to make 2 changes for now. I'm going to bring Dan James on for Rashford. He's looking fresh still, but I definitely want to keep him for that PSG game because they do not like playing against him. Also bringing on Gravenberch for Van de Beek because he's such a crucial player. And like I said, Gravenberch isn't very happy at the moment, so I want to give him a bit more game time. Hopefully he'll turn his mood around. Fred now there into Martial. Grealish, and look at Alphonso Davies. Plenty of space to run into. This is his bread and butter. This is what he loves to do. Dan James is in there as well. Why is he headed it? Come on, Dan James. Who does he think he is heading it like that? He's all about the pace. He had to touch that down and go for the shot. Chance wasted, but luckily we're still on it here now. Well, with about 10 minutes to go, I think it's only right to make this sub. Martial's looking a little bit tired, and he's definitely going to be important against PSG. So I'm going to give Cavani the run out, because like I said, he looks like he's close to retirement, and I want to give him some few more games before we send him off. Gravenberch on the ball here now. Cavani's already making that run in behind. Can he get there? Not quite. Would love to get him a goal. Speaking of goals, Dan James! The goal! Great finish there from Dan James. That's more like it. He should know he's not a header of the ball. He's got a decent finish on him. And that's the game all wrapped up now. Only about 10 minutes left and we got a comfortable 3-0 lead. Cavani doing that huntering work up top, just hassling the defence. And as a result, we get the chance for Dan James. And that's a good finish from him on his weak foot. Put it right in the top corner to give the keeper no chance. And we're looking great. Comfortable 3-0 win, I think, on the way. What a way to go into that PSG match then. They're on the ball here now. Ball over the top there to Rossi. Would hate them to get a goal, because I tell you what, defensively, I mean, especially Harry Maguire, he's been superb. So he deserves the clean sheet in this one. Ball in the middle now. He's there again. Harry Maguire with the assertive defence. We really have him to owe for this win if we get it, because it's all been about him stopping them making chances. Good tackle there, Upamecano. Grealish now on the ball, gives it there to Greenwood. And I tell you what, I can see Dan James on the far side. Hopefully he can make a chance now. He's just running on his own. In there to Greenwood. Is this the 4-0? Little dink. Come on! Yes, Greenwood. What a finish. The anticipation. I was waiting, watching it float in. I wasn't sure if the defender was going to get there. But that was an absolutely world-class little dink there from Greenwood. A great way to end this match. Dan James with the pace just gets the defence out of the game. And this man had a lot to do on his weak foot. And the defender was almost getting there, but he just gets enough pace on it. What a little cheeky attempt that was. And a great win this is going to be now. 4-0 against a good siding Everton. This is the exact result we needed, ready for that game against PSG. The team's looking in great form. Grealish on the ball, you're now waiting for a bit of a run from someone. Can see Cavani, but they just get in the way. Oh, doesn't look like we're going to get a fifth, but that is a resounding victory. 4-0, a great to get a clean sheet more than anything else. So happy to be getting 2 3-pointers in this episode already then. The league's looking very comfortable. But now we got to go back to the Champions League and get our business done up against PSG. Well, there you go then. Jack Grealish is very happy to have been chosen in that game. And he really pulled the strings well from that centre attacking midfielder position. I've said it a few times now, but it's so important to have good backup players. And I really think we've built a very good squad where we have so much depth in every position. Well, a break from league action then, but by no means does it get any easier. We're in the round of 16 of the Champions League, like I said, but we've got an unbelievably hard draw. We've got PSG. We're going to take a quick look at the round of 16 then to see what the other fixtures are. And you can see the first half of the draw, they've already played that first game, so we have a little bit of an idea of how they're going so far. You can see Liverpool are currently leading against Lazio 2-1. Manchester City are only just edging it against Milan 3-2. Same story there with Dortmund and Atletico Madrid, 2-1 in that one. And funnily enough, they actually were semi-finalists against each other last year. And it was Atletico Madrid that came out on top and we faced them in the final. So Dortmund are definitely going to want revenge, and it looks like they're doing it so far. To end the games that have already played then, Real Madrid are currently with that 1-0 advantage against Bayern Munich. And that is one hell of a draw there. Two of the biggest European powerhouses. Whoever wins that draw, I tell you what, is going to be a real statement of intent. And this is the other side of the draw then, where we are. You can see we're up against PSG, as I've said. But there are some other interesting fixtures there. You've got Galatasaray versus Spurs. So, I mean, arguably, that's the easiest advantage there for Spurs. They should be able to get the job done against Galatasaray, but you never know. Next then, you've got Juventus up against Lyon, which is quite an interesting game. I mean, Lyon, I haven't looked at their team in a while, so they might have made some big signings, but you'd imagine Juventus would come out on top in that one. And to end it then, you've got Barcelona up against Inter Milan. That's quite an interesting one, because I mean, I think Inter Milan have some great players. I mean, they did sell Lukaku in the January transfer window, but they've still got a plethora of players to choose from, and Barcelona can be turned over in these games. We've seen that when they lost to Liverpool in real life. Arguably a David versus Goliath fixture there then. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. Now, if you take a look at the lineup we've got out there, I did expect that we would have a few tired players, and that's why I've got the likes of Luke Shaw coming back into the team in place of Alphonso Davies. I would have loved to have given him his first Champions League run out for us, but he's going to have to wait for the next episode. And if you take a look at their team then, they've got some big name players. Obviously Neymar, Mbappe, they've got Jovic up top, and look at that, Lacazette on the right wing. I mean, I hope that's not what they do, because it wouldn't make any sense. But I tell you what, that would really be working in our favour, I think. Other big name players there, strong defence, and a good goalkeeper there in Navas. It's going to be interesting to see how they actually line up in game. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into this one. Away at the Parc des Princes, can we get the lead in this round of 16 tie? Away at the Parc des Princes for this game then. What an arena for football this is going to be. Now this only brings me back to that game that happened a few years ago. Manchester United away from home to PSG with an amazing Rashford penalty to win it. PSG are going to be remembering that game, and they're going to want revenge. Will they be able to knock off the champions in this round of 16 tie? Now, as we had a look then, you can see the other games going on in this round of 16. Some huge ties. I think we've got one of the hardest draws, but by no means any team's easy in the Champions League. And there they go, the attacking talent, Neymar, Mbappe, Jovic and Lacazette. Some very difficult players. We have brought in some new defenders, but they're going to have their hands full coming up against this team. I'm hoping we can get a good dominant victory in the first leg and hopefully keep a clean sheet to take back to Old Trafford. There's our attacking lineup then, Sancho, Rashford and that man Haaland. They might have some good players, but so do we. This is going to be a true clash of the titans. Well, this is the PSG team then. They got Navas in goals with Bariche, Marquinhos, Kimpembe and Azpilicueta, Alberto and Nkunku in the midfield with that attacking four of Neymar, Mbappe, Jovic and Lacazette. That's a very good team. It's going to be hard to get the win in this one and then to take back to Old Trafford. You've already seen our team and we got a strong bench. We're going to jump into this game then. A difficult fixture in this first leg, but let's hope the team can go out there and put in a true champion's performance. Luke Shaw ball in there to Rashford early on. Can we get a good attack to start this game? Gives it in there. Haaland's making the run. He's still on it here. Sancho's there as well. If we get an early goal, this is going to be a great start to the game. Rashford's in there. Can't quite win the header though. A good start there. We're looking lively. Van der Beek into Sancho. Back there to Haaland. Oh, can't get the pass off to Rashford, who he was in space as well. Oh, two early chances there. We haven't let up so far. Good header there from Luke Shaw, and Rashford's away again. Literally, we keep coming back at them. We need to get a goal though early. Terrible cross there from Rashford. Now we've just squandered another early chance. Jovic on the ball here now. Look at the spacing behind. What are we playing at? David De Gea's going to have to come out, and it's the goal. Well, we were all over them those first few minutes, and that's their first attack of the game. And that's just how lethal that attack is. We can't be giving them chances like this because they'll take them all day long. Well, this defence is just starting to get used to each other, and you can see it's starting to just a little bit shaky because there's open season at the back. A player like Mbappe with that kind of pace and that finishing on him, we can't be giving him a chance like that. It's too easy for him. It's definitely far from over, but we got work to do now. Plenty of time left in this game. Let's hope we can get some goals of our own and get the win. Good tackle there from Savage. Now we got plenty of players forward and they're stretched to the back. Van der Beek's making the run. Can he get the goal to level it? A good block there from Kimpembe, but it ricocheted back off Van der Beek. Navas had to be alive. They're on the ball here again now. We're just looking stretched all over the place. They've been absolutely critical, lethal up top at the moment. It's a ball over top again to Jovic. It's in there. Can Luke Shaw deal with it? But it goes back out there to their player. Oh, we're looking shaky in defence. I brought the signings in to hopefully shore things up, but so far we're looking even worse. Good tackle there from Savage. We still got the ball. Varane up against Mbappe. A good save from De Gea. God, we can't keep giving them chances like this. We can't let them get a comfortable lead. Van der Beek on you now. Look at the spacing behind for Wan-Bissaka, and he's making that run. Should have the pace on Bariche. Ball in there with Haaland back post, but he's not going for it, and that's a decent header behind. Luckily, we got the corner from this now. Fernandes now looking for one of those tall players. We've got Varane, Savage and Haaland in there. Someone's got to get their head on it. Savage front post just can't beat the defender. Oh, not a good chance there. We should have made more of it. Oh, what is that from Luke Shaw? I've had to rest Alphonso Davies for this game. I wish we could have had him out there because his pace would have been crucial up against Mbappe. On it again, you're now coming at us and those attacking players linking up once again. Mbappe has been just absolutely dynamite up top so far. I'm really struggling to play up against him. We got the ball, you know, and Sancho's making a break where he can't get past Kimpembe this time. He's been solid for them, but he's waiting there. Into Van de Beek. Yes, Van de Beek! What was Keylor Navas doing? He, for some reason, came off the line and just ran out of position. An easy finish for Van de Beek, and we're back in this one now. A great run there from Sancho, and he did well to get past Kimpembe, who's been a rock at the back. But what was Keylor Navas doing? He just stepped massively out of position. Don't know if he was judging the ball to go past Van de Beek, but look at that. That's an easy finish. The goal was wide open. We ain't complaining though, because now we're back in this game. We've got that equaliser, and now it's all to play for. Ball in here now, and Cuckoo on the ball up against his France teammate Upamecano making a big tackle. Now we got numbers forward again. Someone needs to make an intelligent run. Rashford's there up against Azpilicueta. Should have him on toast all day long. Waiting for players to get in the middle. Oh, what is that, Rashford? Come on. How are you letting Azpilicueta get back at you? And that's the end of the half. Well, we were breaking. That should have led to at least a chance. That's so disappointing way to end it. I'm just glad we were able to get the equaliser, because that man has been unreal for them. I'm scared when he comes towards us, I got to be honest. And I'm hoping we don't give him too many more chances. Here we are then, the second half is underway. Come on, boys, we need a much better performance than that first half. We're the holders of this Champions League, and we didn't show it in that first half. Haaland's there, but that's the wrong side. We're just butchering these chances. We'd be doing well to get a victory in this one. Haaland's made the run in behind again. Giving it there to Bruno. To Rashford. Can he get goal side? But what a defending that was from Bariche. Just got his body across from him there. And they're going to get the ball away with Neymar on the ball as well. Luckily, Savage can't get the ball either. What the hell? From our chance, they might be up the other end. But again, a good tackle from Varane. Oh, end-to-end stuff at the moment. We need to get a foothold in this. Looks like Jovic is coming off and Icardi's coming on. So they're definitely going for the win. It's not going to get any easier. Lacazette on the ball now up against Upamecano. He just shrugs him off too easily. PSG have looked so much more up for this than we have. It's so disappointing. A corner here now. With only 15 minutes to go, I have to change things up. I'm going to make all three subs now. Like I said, we've only got 15 minutes left to turn this one around. So I'm putting Dan James on the left, Greenwood on the right, and Fred in the midfield. I'm hoping that these players will give us a bit more energy. We've got great pace now on the wing. And I'm hoping we could just break away and get that one chance we need to get the win. Corner here now then for PSG, and they got Neymar on it so he can deliver a good ball. Puts it in there. Varane's there. Should have enough, but it's, oh my god. Icardi with the great, finding himself a great space in there. Varane's wrong side. Upamecano's not even going for it, and that's not far away whatsoever. We made those changes, and that's their changes that's stepping up and almost getting the goal for them. Let's hope we can react now. Dan James here though. Wait for someone in the middle. Haaland's there, front post. And again, he can't get the shot off. Goes for two swipes at it and doesn't even hit the ball once. That defence, again, I can't say it enough. They've been world class. Wan-Bissaka in there to Haaland. Greenwood just on the pitch for the lead. Mason Greenwood, the young starlet, gets us the advantage in this leg. Away goals now are going to be pivotal in this crucial tie. Hopefully this is us taking the lead back to Old Trafford. A good ball in there and a good pass from Haaland, but that man is ice running through his veins. Again, like I've said a few times, he's one of the youngest players in our squad, but he always comes up with the clutch goals we need, and he's great coming into these big matches. Ball in there now to Van de Beek. Gives it in there to Bruno. There's 2 minutes left. Let's just keep the ball in their half. If we can get another goal, that'd be great, but the last thing we want to do is concede now. Haaland's back post. Back to Bruno. Up against Kimpembe. A good world-class tackle again. And that's it now. Ref, surely blow the whistle. Great victory in this one then. I can't actually believe we've got the win. They were very difficult to break down, and we had to carve up open chances there. Bruno Fernandes was quite quiet, and so was the rest of the attack. This tie's far from over, but thankfully that man's letting us take the lead back to Old Trafford, and I'm hoping with the crowd behind us we can get the job done. Well, straight after that game then, I'm getting two messages here. The first is coming from Dean Henderson. I put in goals for that Everton game, and it looks like he's happy about that. He's thanking us for showing faith in him, and obviously with the potential of David De Gea leaving in the January transfer window, I am definitely going to give Dean Henderson more game time, because that might be a permanent change we see in the near future. And the club captain, Harry Maguire, has come to us here, and he's asking to be given another chance to prove that he's the right man for the job in defence. Obviously, we brought in Rafael Varane, and we brought in Upamecano at the beginning of season number 1. So he's had stiff competition, but to be fair, he has been rock solid when we needed him. I mean, especially that Everton game, he was man of the match. But we brought in Rafael Varane to give our team a real push in terms of competition. No one's irreplaceable, regardless of wearing the armband or not. And any mistakes, and there's players behind him ready to jump straight into the team. Well, it's been quite a short month, like I said, but how good is that? We got 3 wins from 3. I couldn't be happier. We started obviously with that simmed game against Burnley, which I jumped in, got the first goal with Grealish, and that led us to victory. And then we had a nice, comfortable 4-0 win away from home against Everton, which took us into that PSG game, and luckily we got that 2-1 win, which puts us in good advantage now for the home leg back at Old Trafford. As we get into March then, you can see it's a lot busier of a month. Not only do we have FA Cup games, League games, and Champions League games, but we're going to have our first international matches as the manager of Portugal. I'll probably go ahead and sim that Charlton game, and then I think I'll play the Wolves game and the PSG game in the next episode. And then the one after that, we'll start off with West Ham, and I'll show you those international matches before we jump into a huge game up against Liverpool to end the month. Well, obviously, we got that good advantage now to go into the second leg at home against PSG. But let me know in the comment section down below, after seeing our performance and seeing how ruthless they were up top, do you think we're going to have enough to get the job done? Or do you think PSG are going to put us to the sword and be going through to that next round? Now, I just wanted to end the episode with putting up a comment on screen that I got in the last episode. And I just want to say that I really appreciate comments like this. It means a lot to be getting support from you lot, getting your comments down below, and just to show that you're enjoying these episodes. I really appreciate it, so thank you so much. With that being said then, like I said at the beginning of the episode, if you are new to the channel, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you've enjoyed this episode and you can't wait for that second leg in the Champions League up against PSG, then let me know by smashing that like button down below. I can't wait, and I'm looking forward to seeing you then.